Good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609 in Capitan, New Mexico at my home base here. That's really a home now. I got all the stuff done. I got water, septic, electric, trash. Matilda is back. We'll take a picture of her or do a video of her one day. But anyway, it is a good morning. It is today, the first day of the rest of your life, the day after yesterday, the day before tomorrow, if you know what that means. But anyway, I'm still alive in my 2019 Casita 17-footer, 84 square feet of living area. Nice. I've been full-time RVer, and I like it. But anyway, let's see what's going on in the world. What else can I tell you? It's a great day to be alive. Let me see if it's cloudy or clear. I think it's, well, it's clearing off. It was a little cloudy. The temperature here is about 35, 36 now, according to my indoor-outdoor temperature gauge. And we'll see what this thing says. Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Capitan, New Mexico?
The current temperature in Capitan is 41.
My phone answered, but that's not correct. Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Bangor, Maine?
The current temperature in Bangor is 33.
With a high.
There is currently a winter storm warning in effect.
With a high of 38. Anyway, hey, Google, what's the temperature in Butte, Montana?
The temperature in Butte right now is 30.
With a high of 60. And hey, Google, what's the temperature in Fairbanks, Alaska?
In Fairbanks, it's currently 10 degrees.
With a high of 36. Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Kingsland, Texas?
In Kingsland, it's currently 60.
With a high of 77, which is pretty nice, actually. But anyway, that's where my home base is 8 miles from Kingsland, Texas. I've got a spot there and then a spot here, and I own them both. I don't rent. But anyway, let me introduce my buddies back here. This is Trenton Clump. That's a grinning it, a teddy bear with my name on it. Popeye and Olive Oyl from the old Popeye cartoons. Betty Boop from the 1930s. And Mr. Bill from the 1970s. And behind them is a sticker with a jalapeno on it that says Native Texan. That's a $1 million bill, a 1,000 yen note, a €5 note, a $2 bill, and that is a Frugal RV Gal sticker, and that is a Deborah Dickinson sticker. Check their channels out on YouTube, and also check out Dennis78382, and that is the Easter Bunny with my face on it. That was a postcard I received from an individual, and it's pretty nice. Notice I reloaded on bananas. That is Olive Oyl's bra. That is a smiling face with nose, ear, and hair on it. And that is a saying that says life is better in a casita, and it is for me. But having said that, why do I do that every morning? Because we get new subscribers, and they don't know who I am or what I'm doing and why all that stuff is there. That's one reason. And the other reason, I just do it. And then what else can I tell you? It's a good day. I'm gonna that patio. We'll get it done. Today's patio day 1. That's a fact. I may not get a brick laid, but I may get 20 laid. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. But anyway, David West says, "What's the update on the driveway?" I'm not going to do the driveway because we had to replace the water line. It cost me a little money, and then got those bricks for the patio. So I think I'm going to postpone that till next year. I would like to get the wooden fence replaced, and that would finish out this year. And also a couple of limbs on a big tree that hang down and get them trimmed. We'll see how it all. We got plenty of time, man. This is still April. We're just getting started. Susan Gill, perfect. Are you allowed to have a small fire pit if you wanted one? I don't know. I haven't seen anybody with fire pits outside anywhere, but I could check if I wanted one. Thank you. It says Shiloh. Oh, this is Shiloh Nanny. That was Susan Gill. Yeah, this is Shiloh Nanny. Is your trike locked up? Yeah, I'd hate to see a video where it has been stolen. Well, I'd hate to see a video of that too. But things happen, man. If it does, just get back on your feet and get going, I can walk. David West, heard your answer on the driveway. Okay, good. William R. Kirkland, bump guaranteed after about 3 beer 30s. David West, this is on the home base. Should use some sand for those base of pavers. Well, if I could get some, I don't know. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to stick them on the ground and see how they look. If they don't look good, I'll get somebody later on to redo it maybe. I'm not. When the bricks go down, they stay down the way I put them down. That's it. Anyway, this is on could you live in a storage building? Deborah Meyer says, all that wood is dreary and depressing. I guess, where do you live, in an aluminum house? Samuel Fink, I hope before the sun sets on my life, I get to give this a try. I think you figured it out. Well, for me, and of course all this was planned, all this buying the home bases and stuff was planned because I realized that I was getting older, and at some point I really wasn't going to want to stay at state parks, national parks, boondock, and all the other things that I'd been doing for years, and a home base would be nice, but a full hookup at the home base. And so I've acquired that now, and I like it. Flycaster, tell me about that rocking chair. Looks good. It's a folding rocking chair, a folding rocking chair. You can get it on Amazon. I think it's about $60, but it's a good one. I mean, yeah, it's very comfortable. Don Juan, man, you be doing in high cotton. Looking good, bro. Yeah, I'm definitely in high cotton. High dollar cotton. Well, fortunately, everything's paid for. I'm paying it as I go. Jeff Hicks, you are lucky to be there in Capitan. Looks nice and cool. It is cool, I'll guarantee you that. I can see the guy wearing a warm jacket, unlike here at Lakeway. It's 98% humidity and 87 degrees, and we have a huge, Lakeway is near Austin, Texas, and we have a huge storm coming in over the lake, over Lake Travis. Wish I was there. Can't wait to get back to New Mexico. Enjoy. Well, thank you, Jeff Hicks. Yeah, the humidity here compared to my home base in Central Texas is about half, or maybe a little less. Shift into high. He says sap is what they make turpentine from. Not the greatest on auto paint. Next, an inexpensive carport. Yeah, I keep adding and adding and adding, and next thing you know, I got a lot. But I doubt it. I mean, because I just found a spot to park that's out of the way of the trees, and so far I haven't been getting the little sap on it, so it seems to be working okay. This person's name is Jennifer Salsa. They call those machines a load and go. That's the ones that deliver the bricks, a load and go. Yeah, they're big. I didn't realize they were that big. They don't look that big on the truck, but when you see them up close, they're huge. Little T08, I think you should have the 2 poles removed for safety. You should be able to dig them out with no major problems. Thanks, Rusty. Yeah, I hear you. Try digging it out of a concrete block. Anyway, thank you, Little T. Good idea, but no, they're staying. Do I need the clotheslines? No. What I'll do, I'll take the wires down, cover those ends so I can't bump my head, and they're okay. They're out of the way. I've never bumped my head. I didn't bump my head at all last year, so it's not a problem. Paul Baker, is the Tombstone box in working order? Yep. Do you plan on hauling it back to Rusty Base North in the fall? No, I go to Rusty Base South in the fall, and the Tombstone box stays here. It stayed here last year, and it's still here. Nobody wants to steal it because it was just junk. Somebody left it. They took it out of the storage building and put it in the free area. I picked it up. Time for Dirt. That's a catchy name. Coming along. Can't wait to see your patio all done. Me too. But it ain't gonna be a hurry. There's no hurry on it, guys. I'll get to it as I can. I got all summer. J.P. Merrick, now you have 2 cool home bases, Texas and New Mexico. Cool. Yeah, I do, and I'm very pleased with that. Thank you. Amy Smith, Rusty, please reassure us that you will still say howdy when you see us in the street. As my grandmother might have said, you're getting mighty grand. All joking aside, I'm glad for you. Yeah, Jesus, yeah, I get electric, and everybody thinks I'm high dollar. You know what I mean? I've moved on up to the east side. I hear you. Thank you, Amy. J.P. Merrick, my spot is going to be Sanibel Island area sunsets. Okay, and then we've got Plain Air. You've made it a home, and your Beer 30 patio is perfect. Watch your head on that clothesline post. We had one of those growing up in a Chicago suburb 70 years ago. You can hang your clean laundry out to dry. Yeah, but the only problem is I don't have a washer or dryer. Anyway, Jimmy D says, why is everyone so worried about Trackman bumping his head? If you've watched enough of his vids, it's pretty clear he's bumped it many times. He's bumped it many times in the past. Very good, Jimmy D. Back on the meds. Anyway, J.P. Merrick and sewer hook up, too cool, man. Yeah, it is. It's good. I mean, it's all here, man. Yeah, and it's nice. It's nice to be able to turn on the water without hearing that old pump run and, having to go haul water and stuff. I mean, of course, 10, 15 years ago, that was part of the fun of camping for me. But anyway, Joy7, what a fun time for you to get your home base fixed up for you. I like the idea of covering the clothesline post as in someone else's post on here. I guess it provides shade and coverage for staying under during a light rain. Yeah, I could take those clotheslines off and put a piece of tin or two over and use that as the things to hold it. It might work. Let me turn the heater on. It's a little cool. It's about 64 in here. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, Lone Star Traveler says, yes, they are delivering your bricks. Or, they are delivering. Okay. Well, happy to. We had our back porch put in. We sat in the backyard and watched them with my glass of wine as Hubby has his beer, of course. Yeah, he said they sure slapped it up, done in one day. Yeah, you could I could probably find somebody to do it, but I don't have anything to do anyway. You know what I mean? And so I'll just peck at it and see what happens. Dwayne Pratt, make sure in video y'all putting the concrete squares down. That's the way I see that way I can see how to do it. Well, you don't want to do it my way. You want to watch some YouTube videos that do it the professional way. I'm just going to lay them on top of the ground and try to get them as level as I can, and that's it. Joe Miller. Hey, Rusty, I never thought I would hear a reference to Duroc hogs on a travel video. 2 thumbs up from a former hog raiser. Keep safe, stay healthy. Yeah, at one time we had 160 head of Duroc hogs. God almighty, what a job. Man. Had to get up in the morning, go put out water and feed, get home from school and do the same thing. Man. Natalie Darby, good idea for head bump. Only other thing that could work better would be the kids' swimming noodles. I tried to find those. I didn't see any at Walmart and I didn't see any at the dollar store because that was my original thought. Said you could put right onto the metal. Yeah, I know, but I couldn't find any. Or maybe a hanging basket of flowers. Yeah, that's a good idea, but I don't have any baskets of flowers. Steve Combs, your head bump protector reminds me of my dad who thought corners on tables and counters should be outlawed. He rounded off the corners on counters and only bought round tables. Well, I agree with that. Sharp corners on cabinet tables. This one right here in my casita, I've got it covered with tape to pad it a little bit because I bumped my head on it a couple of times. Because it sticks out into the walkway, and if I lean over to get something out of the fridge, like a beer or something. Anyway, thank you, Steve Combs. Robert Williams. Okay, Robert, what's up? I'm curious to see if this... I'm not sure about that one. Thank you, Robert. Ricardo's Travels, Adobe tiles, or Adobe brick. They're Adobe colored bricks as far as I know. I guess bricks are thicker than tile, so call them Adobe bricks. Also, Rusty, why did you move your Beer 30 area from the other side? Won't it be in the way when you hook up the trailer? No, it won't. And those bricks, I put one on the ground by the pickup and drove over it back and forth and back and forth and back and forth about 4 times, and it didn't crack. So I don't think it's going to be a problem. And that was just laying on the ground, unlevel, And I think we're going to be all right with that. I'm not worried about it. If I crack a brick or 2 or 3, that doesn't bother me 5 cents. Carolyn Porter, awesome, Rusty. I want and need to do that thing, but in Arizona, the School for Natural Medicine, where I want to go to be a natural pathologist, but stuck here for now. Okay, do it, Carolyn Porter. Grenade Chick 99. That's a catchy name. Way too much money. That's for the tiny home. Okay. I agree. Well, it's expensive, but if you did the work yourself, it'd be a lot cheaper. Dennis M. So you have sewer or septic? Which one? Sewer. Rick Harrison. Don't know how I'll be able to afford coming to Rusty's bar. Yeah, right. Yeah. Carolyn Porter, thanks for sharing videos. You're welcome. That was on driving to Ruidoso. This is Todd Dunn. Yeah, Todd Dunn. It is starting to look pretty shiny. 7 kilowatts a day seems like a lot to me. My entire house used only 6 kilowatts a day last week. Well, that is. I don't know if it's higher. Well, I run an electric heater. I run an electric heater overnight sometimes, and so that's what's using the power. There's nothing else. If I didn't have to use, if the temperatures were what I thought they were going to be, based on the forecast I was seeing, then I wouldn't have to run the electric heater at all. And when they get up into the 50s for lows, then that 7 will go to 4 real quick. Anyway, thank you, Todd. Gary Bodin, great lot you have. Those pine trees along the road are perfect. Good job. Well, thank you. Caden Stream. Okay, Caden Stream. Hi, Rusty. I love your videos. Look for you every morning. This is the first time I've written to you. Have one question. What is the ring on Olive Oil's arm? You're the first one that's mentioned that. What it is, I bought that in, right there. You can't hardly see it. But I got that at, in Cloudcroft. They were having a sale on all that jewelry and stuff. And that was, I think, $4.99, and they still made $4. But I bought it, and it'll turn your finger every color in the world. But I thought I might want to wear it, but I wore it for a few days, and then I put it on Olive Oil, and she seems to like it. Yeah, that's interesting. The Big Easy. Try pool noodles and wire ties, looking good. Well, I would have, but I can't find any pool noodles. I could order them over the internet, but I didn't. I'm fine. I got the sponges, and we'll see how that works. I mean, I've never bumped my head on that before, and I didn't bump it last year, so, you know, it may be a non-issue, but I just thought I'd be on the safe side. James Richardson. I know you're having fun, Rusty. Keep enjoying. Yeah, it's good to be here, man. I really enjoy this part of the country, and being able to walk to the post office and the grocery store and or trike around town. And it's a pretty little town with very little traffic, and so I can go all over on my little electric trike. In fact, I'll do a driving video and a triking video and stuff maybe today to kind of break it up a little bit. Thank you, James. This is Jim Cheatham. Glad you got your spot looking good. I plan to move to Capitan, so we'll drop by sometime and say howdy. Well, you do that, Jim. Come on by. Beer 30 is a good time between 4 and 5:30 p.m. John Cook, when you go back to Kingsland, what will stop your brakes from sprouting legs and walking off? What will stop your brakes? I'm not sure about that, John Cook. Thank you, though. Calvin, retired geezer firefighter. I like the patio plan. Those adobe blocks are really nice. Looking forward to a beer 30 with you. Well, thank you, Calvin, retired geezer firefighter. And we'll do 2 or 3. We'll do 3 more, and then we'll shut her down. Because I got to take my walk and come back and start laying blocks. Nicholas Rickford Pavlovic Grant. Thank you. Thanks for the shout out, Rusty. Marie and I were both glad to see and talk to you. We also really liked Capitan and Carrizozo. Very lovely area. Glad you enjoyed the beer. Cheers, salute, skull, pros, whatever. Good luck with your home base improvements. Well, thank you, Nicholas. I appreciate it and glad y'all stopped by. Hope it all works out for you. They're trying to find a place in this area. They want to move away from Las Vegas because it gets too much snow. Las Vegas, New Mexico. Ariana Maynard Freed. Rusty, would you mind sharing how much you paid for this property? Yeah, I'd mind. I'd rather not. I mean, I can tell you that the appraised value on this piece of property was about $6,600, and but the price on this, it's all location on real estate, guys. You know, if it's a good location, got some stuff on it, it could be $20,000 or $30,000. You know, it just depends on how you bargain and how hungry they are or how much they want to sell it. Anyway, Lone Star Travels, last one. Bricks have arrived. Oh, happy day. Do you like wine, Rusty? Sure, I do. If you do, what kind? I like a Cabernet, a red wine, Cabernet. A Cabernet Sauvignon, I guess is how you pronounce it. But anyway, guys, from Capitan, New Mexico, on a cool morning. Hey, Google, tell us a joke.
What do you call a shoe made out of a banana? A slipper.
Never heard that before. About 50 times. But anyway, guys, Thumbs up. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because it does not cost you 1 penny. If you want to go to the extra effort and use it, that's fine. I appreciate it. And then what else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you won't want to eat so much. And this shirt here says, it's got a little pig here on the front and it says pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered, and that's a constant reminder not to get too greedy. And what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe into your mouth or your nose, doesn't matter. Take a deep breath. Hold it for a few seconds and then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. And then what else? And that's good for you. Get you off the meds. And then what else? Stretch, 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 swivel, 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 walk, 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 pedal, pedal, pedal. Exercise your body once or twice a day, every day. You'll feel better and you may live healthier a little longer. And that's great. So what else? And then stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negative Ned or negative Nancy get inside of your head. This is your head, your brain, your frontal lobes, your consciousness. Just pretend you're baking a cake and put in good ingredients. That's about it, right? So anyway, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, live your life one day or one moment at a time, and at ease, ladies and gentlemen. Carry on. We'll talk again later. And if I do anything on the bricks today or I get anything done, I may show you a little progress on that, and maybe do a triking or driving video in the interim, because we're getting here now and things are kind of tapering off. So we'll see how this all works out. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.